It's another edition of Conversation on Oluyole FM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. And of course, yes, you know what conversation is all about. It is about giving you stories, making the rounds around the country, giving you headlines, making the rounds across the country, and giving our own opinions and views and analysis, top-notch analysis on these stories. And sometimes reading these stories out for you to assess, to listen to, and to make your own opinions and views known via the phone lines when the time comes. Bimbo Akombi is my name, and of course the program is Conversation. Of course, we are networking with 96.3 FM in Oke-Ogun and 92.1 FM in Agility in the Ogbomoso axis of the state and environs. Yes, Conversation is the program. And you can also check us up on Facebook. You will meet us there. No one beats the rich. The program is Conversation. Let me quickly go through some headlines, some interesting headlines that you'll be tinkering about before we go to the main stories. Federal government moves to reform revenue collection, pricing of services. KANU lists governors, ministers, military chiefs as witnesses. That is talking about his trial. He has mentioned Nyesom Wike, Sanwo-Olu, that is the governor of Lagos State, Buratai, among 23 other witnesses. Yes, his own witnesses. And this one says, Edo government suspends 18 council heads over irregularities, uncovers 400 ghost files in local government system. And Emefiele, court fixes November 27 to rule on eligibility of prosecution witness to testify. And this rather interesting, very interesting and encouraging one. 18-year-old Aminu emerges one of the youngest pilots in Nigeria. 18-year-old. That is interesting and encouraging too. Yes, we'll come back after this break. Stay with us. Conversation.
Sorry ma, the network is a bit slow. Don't lose customers to long queues. With the First Money Merchant POS, every checkout is fast, reliable, and instantly settled.
Finally, quick and easy.
Get your First Money Merchant POS now on www.firstbanknigeria.com/get your POS or at any First Bank branch close to you. First Bank, you first.
Hold on. It's not that kind of market. Let's fix that. Now, that's much better. This is the Nigerian International Trade Fair. We're talking about the best of Nigerian innovation, the power of global commerce, and the future of our economy. For 10 days, the world will trade with Nigeria. Over 10,000 visitors and 300 exhibitors from green tech to agriculture and finance. Join us at the Nigerian International Trade Fair. To register, exhibit, or volunteer, visit www.nitf.ng or call or WhatsApp on 0815-256-0854. Date, November 21st to November 30th. Location, Trade Fair Complex, Lagos, Badagry Expressway. Your journey to the future starts now.
Yes, the program is Conversation, and yes, it's about we giving you news, making the rounds, yes, across the country. And of course, there are stories. I've read out some headlines for you. We now go into the nitty-gritty of the stories now. Now, the first story, I read some headlines, but I overlooked one story here, which makes me happy, at least to some extent, although still not satisfied. Tola, talking about the ASU strike, the warning strike. Yes, I heard ASU had suspended its warning strike.
Sounds good.
Yes. Just for 1 month, pending negotiations. And well, let me just go through the story first. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has suspended its 2-week warning strike for 1 month. It said the suspension was meant to allow further negotiations with the federal government following the intervention of stakeholders. ASU President Christopher Piwuna announced the suspension of the strike yesterday at the union's national secretariat at the University of Abuja after an emergency National Executive Council NEC meeting. He stated that the suspension followed the progress made in the talks with the government officials regarding the union's outstanding issues. The ASU president said the union received the federal government's offer through the Yayali Ahmed-led Federal Government of Nigeria renegotiation team. And, well, the ASU president said although the offer represented a shift from the government's previous position, it fell short of the union's expectations after about 8 years of its face-off with the government over unmet demands. And according to him, the union believes that the offer was made with the knowledge of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and urged the president to ensure that the right steps are taken before the expiration of the 1 month window. Yes, he believes that the offer was made with the knowledge of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. That is what I always say. The right people, like, well, I will say that I believe that it is the president that they should be meeting with directly. But you're always correct that if it has come to that, that means President Tinubu will be meeting with every union when there is any problem. And
that's what he'll be doing for the rest of his tenure as president. He won't be doing anything else except to be meeting with trade unions and resolving trade disputes. Well, at least I thought the minister said most of what ASU wanted had been granted. It sounded as if they were just rabble rousers and they were just making trouble over nothing, and they were just creating a storm in the teacup. That was how the minister sounded.
Yes.
Not knowing that there is still a lot, much more to be done. If the impression the minister gave were to be the true position of things, then even that 2-week warning strike would have been unnecessary.
Yes.
All these would have been unnecessary. ASU would have gladly accepted what sounded as if the government had granted almost 80% of their demands, and I'm sure ASU would have gladly waited until the government is good enough to meet the rest of the demands. But from what I'm seeing here, Bimbo, it's as if, like I said, a lot more still needs to be done by way of meeting those demands. What they gave, 35% salary increase offer, well, they just gave them a little more boli and they offered them a little more boli and and thinking that would draw them back to the classroom. Well, it's not going to work from what ASU is saying here.
But I think negotiations are still going on. Going on. And
and negotiations, Bimbo, since 2009. Since 2009, successive governments. Yes. What is so difficult in implementing these things, Bimbo? I do not understand. I don't get it.
But now they will not be able to implement the 2009. And I think if it is the 2009 agreement that is being asked for, it is the renegotiation.
Even the renegotiation, let's say in tandem with current reality, even the renegotiation now is taking forever. You know when they started talking about renegotiation, Bimbo.
Well, I don't know whether your kid is home or.
No, of course he's home.
He's home, yes. My kids too are home, but I don't know, because anytime this kind of thing happens, when they want to leave, it will take you some amount.
Of course.
Even if you are giving them some amount,
and
3-4 days before, if you want, they want to go, they will collect. They must collect.
And our reporter went out there yesterday to go and seek the feelings of the students when they said the 2-week strike was over. Well, interestingly, but many of them saw it as a 2-week holiday, and they actually hoped it was going to last those 2 weeks. So when they said it's time to go back to school, some of them were not very happy. They said, we thought we were going to enjoy that 2-week holiday. But then they should be happy that ASU did this, because those 2 weeks, if it were to be the usual run of things, those 2 weeks might snowball into another 8 months, into another year. So they should be happy that at least the parties concerned are sitting down to talk. And for once, I also want to commend the members of the House of Representatives. At least this time around, they did something pertinent, something, and good for the Senate too. I mean, something that is to the betterment of Nigerians, especially the younger generation, instead of fighting over who harassed who sexually, fighting over who should get whatever seats in the Senate, and making it look as if that is the official business of the Senate or the National Assembly.
One issue is brewing. I don't know, maybe it is a problem, or maybe I don't really understand the English. I heard the news, I saw it on phone, talking about Nnamdi Kanu, the detained IPOB leader, yes, listing some names, some top government functionaries that will be his witnesses, yes, in court.
To defend him against the accusations from the federal government.
So I don't know what this means. There are 2 English words that were used here. Let me just go through it. The 10th leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, is set to open his defense in his ongoing decade-old terrorism trial, listing several top political figures and retired military chiefs as witnesses he intends to call. And in a fresh motion dated October 20, the IPOB leader listed the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and former Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, retired, among his witnesses. And in the defense notice personally signed by him, Kanu informed the court of his intention to call 23 witnesses divided into 2 categories: ordinary but material witnesses and vital and compellable witnesses.
Compellable? Yeah, I'm sure Mr. Awike might fall under the category of compellable. If I get that English right, well, yes. I'm not a lawyer.
Vital and compellable witnesses.
Compellable are the ones that will be compelled to witness, and sometimes because subpoena. I think maybe they will compel you to come and be a witness in court, whether you like it or not, whether you want to come or not.
Is it to defend him or to what?
Well, when they get to the court, they'll be asked questions, but definitely it can't be to speak against him. Definitely, but maybe there are some things that happened and they want them to bear witness that this happened, and then things they feels that they know about, things they feel that they should be able to corroborate, events it feels that they should be able to bear testimony to, when he says them in court. So,
well, among the vital and compellable witnesses. Like I said, Wike, Sanwo-Olu, Buratai, alongside the former Minister of Defense, General Theophilus Danjuma, retired, the governors of
Baba. He wants to bring Baba too.
Yes, governors of Lagos, Sanwo-Olu and Imo States, Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Hope Uzodinma, respectively. And others listed include the Minister of Works, David Umahi, a former Abia State Governor, Okezie Ikpeazu, and the immediate past Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, SAN. And also named the former Director General of the Department of State Services, Yusuf Bichi, the immediate past Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, Ahmed Abubakar, and several other unnamed individuals. And according to the motion, Kanu intends to rely on Section 232 of the Evidence Act 2011 to compel the appearance of those he considers vital and compellable witnesses. Well,
okay. We'll see how it unfolds. Interesting. Well, it's in court, so let's wait and see whether the compellable witnesses will be appearing in court to testify for Nnamdi Kanu. Reps probe oil and gas operators over alleged non-remittance of $850 billion crude oil proceeds. Now, Bimbo, from the layman's point of view that I'm looking at it now, this amount of money was not remitted into the nation's coffers. Yet the economy did not collapse. Nigeria did not crash. Nigeria did not collapse. But what ASU is asking for, especially the revitalization of universities, that will crush Nigeria. That will make the economy of Nigeria to crash. And this is not the only money that was not remitted into the nation's coffers. It goes on and on and on. The list is endless. The House of Reps, the Senate is always involved in one probe or the other regarding matters like this. Yet, Nigeria has not fallen. But if you take care of the health sector, if you take care of the education sector, Nigeria will fall. That is what the authorities, those who rule us, that is what they make us to believe. The House of Representatives on Wednesday flagged off investigation into the activity of oil and gas industry operators who allegedly failed to repatriate an estimated 40 to 45% of Nigeria's crude oil export proceeds, amounting to approximately 850 billion naira between 1996 and 2014. Now, speaking in Abuja during the inaugural meeting of the ad hoc committee mandated to investigate pre-shipment inspection of exports and non-repatriation of crude oil proceeds, Honorable Sheyi Shoumi expressed concern over the breach of the pre-shipment inspection of exports Act Cap P26 laws of the Federation of Nigeria. LFN 2004 established the Nigerian Export Supervision Scheme, NESS, enacted to prevent capital flight, ensure accurate export valuation, and safeguard Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings, among other objectives. So, ditto for the matter of petroleum subsidy, Bimbo. Now, this money was not remitted, right? And ditto for many other funds too, that either grew wings and disappeared, or was not remitted into the nation's coffers.
So snakes have swallowed the money.
So when the federal government wants to look for its money, it is with the ordinary citizens that have to help them find that money by way of subsidy removal. We are the ones that have to pay. And sometimes the culprits are known, sometimes they are found, but nothing is ever done to make them pay. It is we, millions of Nigerian citizens, that have to pay back.
By way of taxes too.
I think the representatives, the lawmakers, I think they should just keep quiet and stop talking. If they want to do these things, they shouldn't tell us that they want to do it until they achieve something, and then they can come out and tell that we achieved this, we are able to get this much back. But telling us this is the same old theatrics that we see day in, day out, year in, year out, and nothing ever comes out of it. We are the ones that will, again, it is you and I that are going to help the federal government to find this money.
Yes, like you said, part of what you said now, the federal government moved to reform revenue collection and prices of services by ministries, departments, and agencies. Well, maybe partly. It has launched the Federal Treasury Receipt, FTR, a groundbreaking reform that provides a single standardized and digitally verifiable proof of all payments made into the federal government account. The FTR ensures that every government-issued receipt directly corresponds to funds received into government accounts. This strengthens accountability, closes revenue leakages, and improves public trust in the management of national resources. I hope that works. What happened to the TSI?
Treasury single account.
Single account, TSA, Treasury single account.
It only made things worse, Bimbo, especially for the ordinary Nigerian. For instance, big teaching hospitals are not able to, I mean, even the matter of electricity, they are not able to fund even their own electricity. They are not able to do so many things because of this TSI. They are not able to.
Even some agencies of government, Federal Road Safety Corps, the immigration, the customs.
So it's like crippling those agencies and stopping them from in the bid to stop corruption. You are even hurting the ordinary Nigerians the more, and the real culprits of corruption, like I said, continue to walk free.
Yes.
Let's have this commercial break and we'll be back.
Any motor where you dey drive, you need confirm protection, no, for your engine, no. Make a mobile, make it mobile, oh, make it mobile. Anywhere you dey, the motor deserve to be #1, yo. Make it mobile, oh, make it mobile. You carry the go, make everybody join me, say, make it mobile.
Make you go with the best.
Make it mobile.
Conversation.
All right, we're back. The program is still Conversation on Oluyole 98.5 FM. Right, the Niger tanker explosion, death toll has risen to 42. And also have this one, still on the economy. IMPI reverses inflation rate projection to 14% from 17% for December.
Now, I have this one here, talking about the attack by the believed attack by ISWAP.
The threat.
Threat, yes. Talking about Kogi and Ondo State. The DSS, beg your pardon, the Ondo and Kogi state governments have called for calm and vigilance among residents following alert to possible terrorist attacks. The Department of State Services issued the alert on Tuesday. Yes, talking about what I believe, yes, a meeting was held. I think 2 days ago or so. And they have let people know that people should be calm. And the Kogi State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, said there was no cause for alarm. He described the intelligence report as a sign of proactive security work by the DSS and other agencies.
Yeah, at least they didn't deny it. They didn't deny that there is the possibility, and that people should be. Well, I think the governments of both states should also go a step further by further empowering the local vigilantes and strengthening the network of local intelligence gathering.
Yes.
That would really, really help to a very large extent.
Yes, and in the meantime, I think Southwest states too are, well, I think they are trying to embark on proactive measures too. Yes, ISWAP threat, Southwest, North Central states on high alert.
But a threat to those two states is also a threat to the Southwest. They are next door,
yes.
and Ondo is Southwest anyway. So a threat to Kogi, a threat to Ondo is a threat to the entire Southwest. Well, on health, Bimbo, well, this looks interesting. Being too skinny might kill quicker than obesity. And obesity was the problem, Bimbo.
Which one?
Well, Bimbo, you are slim.
Okay,
you are not skinny.
I'm not
Bimbo.
skinny, I'm just slim.
Slim.
Just slim, not skinny.
Slim, okay. So, okay, well, researchers, well, I am, I'm chubby, I'm not fat.
No, you are obese.
No, I'm not obese. I'm chubby. Maybe I'm chubby, maybe a bit round-faced. Well, it says researchers from Aarhus University Hospital in Denmark have discovered that 2 skinny individuals had a roughly threefold higher risk of dying compared to those who were overweight or even moderately obese, defying long-held beliefs regarding body weight and health. Well, this is new, Bimbo. A massive Danish study finds that being slightly overweight or even mildly obese might not shorten life expectancy, while those underweight or at the low end of normal weight face greater risk. The study presented at the annual meeting of the European Association for the Study of Diabetes, EASD, in Vienna, Austria, suggested that being fat but fit could be less deadly than being underweight. Can you be fat and fit?
Well, it is a Danish study. Maybe in their country, their area.
Well, these are experts. Researchers followed nearly 86,000 people, mostly women in their mid-60s, over 5 years, comparing their body mass index (BMI) to mortality rates. Typically, a BMI between 18.5 and less than 25 is seen as normal. 25 to less than 30 is overweight, and anything 30 or above is considered obese. Well, fat and fit.
Yeah, there are some people like that, including women. They might be fat, but they are fit. Yes, I see them.
And the way they carry themselves.
Yes.
They walk very fast, and they can also run.
Yes.
When it's necessary.
Now, still talking about health now. The federal money will not again go down the drains. The federal government on Wednesday approved and released 32.9 billion naira through the Basic Health Care Provision Fund, marking the 3rd round of disbursements in 2025. Now, the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Pate, announced this in a statement titled "The Red Letter," urging citizens to actively participate in ensuring the funds are used effectively. And the funds are intended to strengthen primary health care across the country. That is what we will always hear. We hope this time. I think it is the 3rd round. Even the 1st and 2nd rounds, we don't know what happened to them. Maybe it was used there. Honestly, maybe.
Well, and on breast cancer, it says the state government is to establish screening clinics in local governments. But I remember how pleased you were at a certain time when they said that looking at a woman's breast for some minutes could enhance the healthy living in men. And you were also very pleased when they said that doing what a baby does with a woman's breast could also help prevent breast cancer. I think there was something, they said something like that a long time ago. And you were all smiles when you read that story. I saw you reading that story in the newspapers, and you are grinning from ear to ear.
We read that story together. Yes, and we commented on it together.
Well, a good one. The state government will try to establish screening clinics in local governments for breast cancer. And federal government told to update health tax plan to ensure universal health care. That's coming from an expert, Dr. Oluyole. But we open the phone lines.
I told you about the story about
an
18-year-old genius.
18-year-old Aminu emerges one of the youngest pilots in Nigeria. At just 18 years old, Mohammed Aminu Sani, it sounds from the north, Bimbo. And yet some people are busy saying that Western education is sinful, maybe trying to destroy northern Nigeria. As etched his name into Nigeria's aviation history as one of the youngest Nigerians ever to earn a U.S. Federal Aviation Administration FAA commercial multi-engine pilot license, an extraordinary feat achieved at Phoenix East Aviation PEA in Daytona Beach, Florida. What makes the story even more remarkable is that Aminu completed the entire rigorous program in less than 12 months, passing every stage of training without a single check ride failure, a very impressive accomplishment, even for seasoned trainees. Now, his success marks a powerful testament to discipline, resilience, and focus at the position seen as a beacon of inspiration to young Nigerians with global dreams. And here we are back on Bimbo, trying to prevent Nigerians of that age from entering the university. And yet a system that says if you are not 17 or 18 or whatever, you cannot, there a debate on whether you can enter university or not. But that same system sees nothing wrong when girls get married at 12, 13 in a particular region of the country. The same people making those laws are the same ones that will turn their faces away when they believe a girl is ripe enough for marriage at the age of 12 or 13. And then this is what I call, you achieve this feat out of Nigeria, but then this is how to make Nigeria proud. Not going on TV, having sex on television in front of the whole world in the name of reality shows, and saying that is an achievement, and then getting honored by governors for weeks of debauchery openly on TV, on global TV. So I think this is the one that I would clap for, not those ones. My opinion here.
It is a kind of encouragement. It should be a kind of encouragement for young Nigerians. Yes, though the environment might not be too conducive here in Nigeria, but at least an 18-year-old. When I saw the story, I was amazed. And in fact, like you described it, no itches, passed every stage of the exams, no problems encountered during his, his flying examinations.
There are many more Aminus back home, but it might interest you. But then the system would frustrate them. An Aminu could just be in one of those MIDP camps in northern Nigeria. An Aminu might just be in one of those places that have been ravaged by insurgency and banditry. An Aminu, it's possible that an Aminu is being killed right now as we speak by insurgents and bandits who would eventually be the heroes, who would eventually get to the negotiation table to discuss with the government and get all the goodies that these Aminus should be getting. All right, let's open the phone lines. 02-550-0985. Okay, after this commercial.
Èyíkéyìí ọkọ̀ tó bá ń wà. Ó nílò ààbò tó péye. Máa dágunlá jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Kíbikíbi tó bá wà ló mú ojú lọ́wọ́. Ó yá sọ pé. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Mo bí ní ṣúlẹ̀ ọjọ́. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Lọ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mobile.
small. I beg you get change. I won't give customer.
I don't get to. Get First Money Merchant POS. Let customers pay with cards and never miss a sale. Don't let no change cost you sales. With First Money Merchant POS, enjoy fast payments, instant settlement, and secure transactions. Visit any First Bank branch or sign up on www.firstbanknigeria.com/get your POS to get yours today. First Bank, you first.
If person ask you say wetin be the game wey dey totori you pass, you go tell them say na better know all the time. No go tell yourself make you follow join for the ogbonge betting options, fast cash out, missions wey dey engaging and get welcome bonus wey fit reach 200,000 naira. Better know the game don start. Make you dey bet responsibly. Na only for people wey don pass 18 years. Better know na proud partner of Aston Villa.
Right, we are back, and the program is still Conversation on Oluyole 98.5 FM. Right, time to open the phone lines, and then we have our first caller here.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Tola, Mr. Bimbo.
Good morning, Mr. John.
John calling from Ilorin.
Good to have you, sir.
Good news. The young Aminu, congratulations. These are the news that is good for the air. We like hearing more of this. I have always known that the northern youth are very, very intelligent if given the enabling environment. Like you rightly said, we have a lot of Aminu in the IDP camp, being a refugee in their own country. I want to believe a time is coming when the eyes of the youth in the north will open, when they will see that their leaders have been sending them into a kind of putting them in a system that is not good for a life of a human being. Their eye will open one day. I'm sure of that. Secondly, ASU. I want ASU to be very careful so that they don't end up like labor leaders who are no more regarded and respected again. Now, I am not angry that they decided to call off the strike, or they decided to give 1 month ultimatum to the federal government to renegotiate. I am not angry with that. But the government we have, not just this one, executive government, they are not ready for real negotiation. They are not ready. And by the time they continue to deceive ASU, nobody will take ASU serious again. That is why I said, if ASU want to go for a strike, that we see a total end to this strike today, strike tomorrow, they should go for it in full, so that we know our children will stay at home and they will get things done, so that there will be no strike again and again. Lastly, those who Nnamdi Kanu listed, I don't understand though, because those he listed as his weakness are people who easily send him quickly to jail. Good morning. Enjoy your day.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Well, Mr. John, the last 8 months strike was supposed to be the strike to end all strikes. So, well, it's sad that we are still where we are, even after that 8-month-long industrial dispute.
0055009850. Yes. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Kabil.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Teriba.
Good morning.
Akintola is calling from Irua.
Good morning, Mr. Akintola.
I think from the research findings that you read, fat and fit could be a possibility. But we say, so I think fat and fit is a possibility. Secondly, the ASU strike. I tried to call it 3 days ago. It didn't go through. I know that if Tinubu steps in, things will become normal. Tinubu has this kind of a magic wand. If he personally engages in something, it always gets resolved. So I hope he does this one, and then there will be a final resolution of the dispute, so that according to his promise, during his reign, there shall be
you very much.
At 070-5555-1985 and 082-5500-9850.
Hello, good morning.
Oh dear. Let's do what to call us back.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. John.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You are on to Oluyole FM.
I am Ogoluwa.
Okay, good to have you.
I'm speaking from Lagun.
Good to have you, sir.
God bless Nigeria. God bless the State.
Amen.
Concerning the news about that 13 years boy, that is not a pilot. What a fantastic news. Those are the news that we are expecting in Nigeria. Not the news that they kidnap today, they kill tomorrow. So God will help us. And about actual strike, I don't want to talk about it. Mr. John has almost said it all. ASUU should sit down and they should sit down and think. Mr. John has said almost every point. So they have to sit down and think. Sit down and think. ASUU people, God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless your state. Ogoluwa from Lagun.
Right, thank you so
very much.
Right, Oluyole from Lagun, a regular caller on our programs, but I think this is the first time he's calling on conversation.
Yes.
We are very happy to have you calling on conversation this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Reverend Kano speaking from Lalate.
Good to have you, Reverend. Been a long time.
Yes, there's no problem. I want to speak on the issue of Kano, who said that the fighter and the compellable witnesses should apply in court. I think those people are counted as important to him. And the word compellable means that the Nigerians should compel them to make sure that they appear in court. So that whatever they want to say, maybe they have some important information to give in the law court, in the court of law. So they should, the advice is that they should appear in court in order to make sure that whatever they want to say should be said in court. Then concerning ASUU, I think we have to commend ASUU for suspending the strike. It is not good that the students should stay at home always. It will affect them, and it will not give them the opportunity of serving a good time. So we have to commend them, and the government too should make sure that they do the needful in order to make sure that ASUU will not go on strike any longer. Reverend Kano Babatode from Lalate.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you, Reverend. 070-5555-1985.
Hello, good morning.
Oh dear, we lost that. Well, you can still call us back.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Ogoluwa from Eden.
Good to have you, sir.
The 18-year-old boy, is he going to be working in Nigeria?
It doesn't seem so. it doesn't seem so.
If he's going to be working in Nigeria, may God protect him.
Oh.
Because we don't like such a thing in Nigeria. Remember a little girl that was knocked back by a car. Nothing came out of it up till now. Good morning.
Okay, is the Air Force Arutile, the Air Force pilot.
Pilot, yes.
Well, Nigeria seems to have even forgotten all about her.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Adimola from Ibadan.
Good to have you, Mr. Adimola.
On corruption and the money that is not remitted to the government account. See, in some sectors, some people have not stopped looting. And in some sectors, some people
engage in contract, so they are not committed. So money finding way to their private pocket. At present, the House of Representatives is focusing on some people because 8 billion is not limited. So government should do the needful, and they should focus on these corrupt people, and they will not be spared. And on this Imani Kanu and others, so some people want Imani Kanu released to them because Imani Kanu said he will call them. So the government should do the needful, release Imani Kanu. This is because Imani Kanu is not a threat to national security. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, can we say for sure that Nnamdi Kanu is not a threat to national security? Let's take one more call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Ekele. Alabi from Walaka Sheboru. I just want to comment on this entertainment tax being introduced by the state government. From my own point of view and the elementary knowledge of the government, all this entertainment tax, such as citizenship tax, marriage, and we should be fought under the purview of local government to administer their local government. I don't know why the state government is taking it off now. So that's why I want government to help us at least bring the bill down for the sake of the people. Have a nice working day.
All right, thank you. Entertainment task, you should have your naming ceremony. But if you have another baby now and you want to have your naming ceremony,
how are you sure?
How
are you sure I want to have another baby?
Well, I understand there from the great that there are plans that you are, in fact, you are looking for twins now. All right, we have to go. Check your time at 7:30. We had an interesting time conversation, and we'll be back same time tomorrow morning, God willing. My name is Tola Terry.
My name is Bimbo Akonbi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your day.
Conversation.
The city of Ibadan, the home of ancient warlords, in the Pace-Setter state, this is Oluyole FM 98.5 Ibadan.
Another beautiful Thursday morning to talk sport on Oluyole 98.5 FM, the Trailblazer, the pride of the nation, and of course, you know, the best in the West. Buluwajiho Gumala is here once again with all the news that you can use in the beautiful and ever exciting world of sport. Bring you the latest, the hottest, and the juicy sport news making rounds this beautiful morning. On the show today, we'll check out all the stories from the local front. News coming from the camp of Kuala United to the camp of Kano Pillars, to the camp of Bayelsa United, and of course updates as regards Remo Stars and Rivers United as they build up, prepare for their second leg matches in the CAF Champions League. But also something special is also happening in Osun State. We'll let you know about that on the show this morning as well. And then check out the Flamingos. They played their second group match yesterday in Morocco, venue of the ongoing Under-17 World Cup, and it wasn't a good day for the Flamingos once again. And of course, for Falcons, they continue preparations for their WAFCON qualifiers. Of course, don't forget they're facing Benin Republic later tomorrow, and in the first leg of that qualifiers, and they are preparing really hard. One nominees for the African Footballer of the Year, and of course, the male category was released yesterday with the likes of Victor Osimhen, Super goalkeeper Wampale, and Daniel Bameyi are making the court. We'll talk about that also on the show. And of course, the UEFA Champions League football yesterday was match day 3 yesterday, and we saw a number of interesting goals. All of this and many more. Don't forget, Victor Osimhen was once again on fire yesterday for Galatasaray. He scored twice for his club side in the UEFA Champions League. This and many more is time to enjoy on the show today. You need to do is to sit back, relax, to enjoy this beautiful and interesting ride. Don't forget, we're also live on Oluyole FM 96.3 and Agility FM 92.1. We're also streaming live. Visit facebook.com/Oluyole 98.5 FM to enjoy live stream of our program. Let's kickstart this morning from Kwara State. When Nigeria Premier Football League side Kwara United have confirmed the appointment of Ashfat Sulaiman as their new technical advisor. According to the club, Sulaiman's contract will run until the end of the 2025-2026 MPFL season with an option for extension based on performance. A familiar face at the club, Sulaiman is a former player and even captain, in fact, former head coach also of the club. He also served as an assistant coach under, of course, notable coaches like Abdullahi Bifo and Tunde Sani, gaining valuable experience within the team's technical crew. Now, despite their early exit from the CAF Confederations Cup, the Harmony Boys, Kwara United, have shown steady improvement in recent weeks, and the management believes that Sulaiman's appointment will help situation, and of course will help them continue to give their best and push for a strong league campaign. The new coach is expected to resume immediately as preparation continue for their next NPFL fixture. Well, from Kwara United, let's move straight to the camp of Kano Pillars, where Kano State Governor, His Excellency Alhaji Abakabir Yusuf, has extended his support to Kano Pillars Football Club with the donation of 3 brand new buses ahead of the 2025-2026, well, as they continue their 2025-2026 campaign. And the gesture is part of the state government's renewed commitment to the development of sport and, of course, improvement of logistics for the club. Kano Pillars General Manager Ahmed Musa, who received the vehicles on behalf of the club, expressed deep appreciation to the governor of the state, describing the donation as a milestone that will greatly ease the team's transportation challenges and boosted the morale of the team. The 4-time NPFL champion recently appointed Mohamed Baganaro as their new head coach as they continue their push to move up on the MPFL stand. Pillars are currently placed 18th on the MPFL table, and of course this new bosses we expect to help boost morale of the club and ensure that they get even better. I mentioned earlier that they have a new coach. Yes, he is Babaganaru has been named as acting technical advisor of the club following the suspension of head coach Evans Ogain and his assistant Ahmed Garba Yaro after poor start to the current season. So a lot of shake-up happening there. The team is currently 18th on the table. They've played 8 matches. They've recorded 2 wins, 2 draws, and they suffered 4 defeats. With all of that, the club decided to dismiss the technical crew, the head coach and the assistant coach on Monday, and appointed Baganaro on Tuesday to continue to run affairs over there. Now, with 8 points from as many matches, Pillars' next task will be to host Niger Tornadoes in Katsina before they travel to Kenya to face Remo Stars Football Club. So all of this, one of the reasons why the state government government have decided to help boost the morale of the players. Well, from Kano, let's cross to Bayelsa State, where the management of Bayelsa United has issued a 2-game ultimatum to players and coaches of the Prosperity Boys as Bayelsa United, following the team's series of unimpressive results in the current league season. This was revealed in a statement issued by the club's media officer yesterday. Chairman of Bayelsa United, as Dr. Tirulaye Onwakwe, announced the ultimatum at an emergency meeting with players and coaches of the club in the camp yesterday. The Prosperity Boys have managed only 1 win from their last 7 matches in the NPFL, with the ultimatum set to commence from this weekend's encounter against World Wolves at the Ozoro Stadium. And of course, Plateau United is the next game. That will be on the 31st of October. Wakwe noted that the ultimatum becomes imperative due to the team's poor performances in recent matches, particularly last Sunday's display against Konf Khalifat Football Club. The chairman pointed out that the management would no longer entertain such performances going forward. All the team will do battle with World Wolves next, and then Plateau United, they have their next 2 matches. So the management teams already ensuring that their teams get better. Management, yes, government also doing everything possible to ensure that they get even better. Let's talk about the teams representing us on the continent. Well, they had a very terrible outing in their first leg last weekend, and as they prepare for the second leg, things are not looking the way they wanted. I must say, they must have preparation for their CAF Champions League return leg match against Mamelodi Sundowns have been thrown into this array following visa delays by the South African Consulate General in Lagos. Well, according to report, despite the Nigerian club's early application for travel documents